What happens when extreme sexual pathology intersects with anonymity, global inequality, and modern technology? This is not just a true crime story. It is a warning about what can happen when exploitation is allowed to grow unnoticed. Today's crime documentary examines the case of Peter Scully, an Australian criminal whose actions revealed some of the darkest realities of the internet and permanently altered how the world approaches online child protection. What investigators uncovered was not impulsive violence, but a carefully constructed system designed to profit from harm. Peter Scully was an Australian national who relocated to the Philippines around 2011. To those around him, he appeared to be a businessman with charitable intentions. He embedded himself in extremely impoverished communities, presenting offers of financial help and opportunity. Behind that public image, however, Scully was building one of the most disturbing exploitation operations ever identified. His crimes later became internationally recognized as one of the earliest large-scale child abuse cases uncovered through dark web investigations, marking a turning point in global cybercrime awareness. Scully's operation relied on three critical factors: extreme poverty, limited child protection infrastructure, and online anonymity. Families were misled with false promises, while children were removed from their normal environments and isolated in controlled locations. Through encrypted platforms, Scully ran a pay-per-view system that allowed international users to access live-streamed abuse. These acts were not spontaneous. Investigators later emphasized that the operation was deliberate, structured, and financially motivated. Every element, from recruitment to payment, was planned and systematized. One victim, publicly referred to as Daisy, became central to the investigation. Digital traces connected to this case eventually reached international cybercrime units, triggering cooperation between law enforcement agencies across multiple countries. What authorities uncovered was deeply alarming. Abuse was being streamed in real time, viewers paid as events unfolded, and online communities existed where extreme harm had become normalized. The case demonstrated how technology could be weaponized when oversight and accountability were absent. In 2015, Peter Scully was arrested by Philippine authorities. After years of investigation and legal proceedings, he was convicted in 2018. Scully received a life sentence, one of the most severe penalties imposed for crimes of this nature in modern history. The verdict sent a global message and marked a milestone in international cooperation against online exploitation. Demonstrated traits commonly associated with psychopathy. These included a complete absence of empathy, persistent deception, calculated manipulation, and the ability to separate his public persona from his private actions. This psychological compartmentalization helps explain how he maintained social interactions while orchestrating extreme harm. His behavior followed a predatory pattern, marked by planning, exploitation, and emotional detachment. The dark web did not create Scully's pathology, but it intensified it. Anonymity reduced social consequences, while encrypted networks provided both protection and validation. Financial incentives and peer reinforcement formed a powerful feedback loop. Instead of discouraging the behavior, the system rewarded it, allowing escalation without immediate accountability. Why this case changed global response. The Peter Scully case reshaped how governments and law enforcement address online exploitation. It contributed to stronger cybercrime legislation, expanded international task forces, advances in digital forensic psychology, and greater awareness of live-streamed abuse as a global threat. Perhaps most importantly, it exposed the limitations of punishment alone, highlighting the need for prevention, early detection, and cross-border cooperation. Case serves as a reminder that the most dangerous crimes are often hidden, organized, and sustained by silence. Protecting vulnerable individuals requires more than prosecution. It demands early risk identification, shared responsibility across nations, and a deeper psychological understanding of predatory behavior. Awareness does not undo harm, but it can prevent future victims from ever being targeted.